band falls into a niche where it's like you write this kind of song, and if the drum beat is boom, da, 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 you start writing in that type of way, and so I wanted to write differently, and I think we all just felt like it was time to try things completely differently. So, a lot is made of like stylistic departures and things like that, and I think maybe a little too much is made of it. It becomes like a marketing hook, and it's just like it's a new Coliseum record. Each one has sounded different, and this one sounds a bit more different than the others, but look at yourself 3 years ago, look at yourself today. You look different. The way you dress changes, your haircut changes, just everything in life changes. So, I don't feel like it's not a different mission. the record's reactionary in a way, but it's also just the record that we wanted to hear,
Just fun.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't always go into the record store and like, where's a record that just rocks? It's like, all right, Fugazi's long gone, like Hot Snakes is over. I'm just like, man, I just want a record that like, so I just end up going back and listening to like Peg Boy and Digits and Laughing Hyenas over and over because, there's a lot of other stuff going on stylistically that's cool, but, I kind of want that just four on the floor, like, fist pumping type of anthem. Well, my brother is Evan in Young Widows, and he played here with one of Carter's other bands, Fake Tyrants, and was just like, man, this dude's, this guy in Birmingham, he's a really good drummer, and, he has I don't remember what shirt you were wearing.
I think Evan says I was wearing a Coliseum shirt, but
Okay.
I think I was wearing a Coalesce shirt. I mean, like,
See?
it's similar
That's true.
letters.
If he'd been like wearing
For his sake,
we
let's say it was a Coliseum
we made a
shirt.
serious mistake. Yeah, I told someone today that it was like a Lungfisher Right to Spring shirt because those are shirts that you wear. So
Yeah.
it's already become urban legend.
Yeah.
But anyway, good drummer.
The Coliseum's great too.
Okay. So maybe Evan just put that in there to like make us.
Yeah.
think
You never liked the band before.
Yeah.
It's all right.
So he was just Evan saw him and was like, hey, he's a great drummer. Like he seems to be into cool stuff. The band was good. Like you should call this dude. So last summer we split with our old drummer and I called Carter. I got in touch with Carter through our mutual friends because Birmingham's kind of a second home for us due to like my wife's family living here and her being from here. So one other person tried out, but a good friend of ours from Louisville. But I was just like, this dude, we haven't played with him yet, but like
We had already talked back and forth.
yeah.
a bit.
And I'm like, this dude's the guy. You just tell. It's like it's kind of like a girl or something. Like you've emailed back and forth and you all like the same records. And,
Yeah.
pretty soon you're gonna be shacking up.
Yeah.
And
So-
he's adorable.
Exactly. He was hot as hell in this MySpace photos. So. I don't know. It's just part of the mission. Like Mike and I were talking. Mike and I drove to Birmingham today 'cause since Carter's here. Like we just drove alone and just talking about the history of the band and having done this for so long and being like each other's right hand man for many years, and like it's shocking. And also there's no end result that we're looking for. We're not trying to achieve success. We're not trying to sell a certain amount of records. We're not trying to break through. Like some of our friends become more successful than us. Some of our friends are seen as being more successful than us, and maybe they aren't. You get that like hype kind of thing, and like it just doesn't matter to us. Like I just could not care less. I mean, obviously, I want people to come to the shows. I want people to buy the record. I want people to connect with the band, but not on like that idea of like achieving some level of success just because I want the shows to be good. I want to connect with it. I want to talk to people about the music. I want the things we create to reach them. And I know that every band wants that, but like there's not that like thing we're going to attain one day and then we're going to be like, whew, finally. Like this is it. Like this is the mission, and this is the mission we've always been on, and the mission we've always wanted to be on. And
it's like your friend saying like, oh, maybe you're gonna make it someday.
Yeah.
Oh, this record's gonna be the one. And I'm like, what I've been doing is what we've already made it. You know what I mean? Like we've already fulfilled what we've wanted to do, and there is no like end. Like there is no like like Ryan said, once we get to this point, then we can rest and just be this complacent thing.
I mean, being new to the band, going to certain towns on previous trips, meeting some people that are really into Coliseum, like, that seems like the goal. Like, I mean, there's people far away from Louisville, far away from Birmingham that genuinely love the band and love the songs, and I think that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
That's amazing that someone would take the time to really invest themselves into what you're doing and be that excited about it. It's for years.
Yeah. get that question of like, well, what's the goal? What's the eventual? Like, what are you working toward? Because that's how most people see life. You know, like, you know, you're going to school and then you're going to get a degree, then you're going to get your job, and then you're going to keep getting promotions, and then at one point you just are working to live, and then you retire, and that's a goal, and then you die, and I see every action as the goal. Today, the goal was to get from Louisville to Birmingham, play the show. Mission will be accomplished. Tomorrow, the mission will be get to Atlanta, play the show. On and on and on. And then, like, you know, then one day on this tour, it will be record these songs. You know, and then it will be get those songs out. Like, that's it. Like, those are the small steps, and that's what keeps it going. And
Like a legacy of brutality.
yeah, well, that's a big thing for me is that, like, the idea of having a legacy that will live beyond you, and not even live beyond you, but like you can look back. I can already look back at Coliseum as a legacy of things that we've done and places we've been, and that's important to me, and that's part of why we do it.
Thank you very, 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 very much. It means the world to us. This is the greatest club in America. Thank you, Birmingham. Have a good night.